Take few deep breaths as you stare into his beautiful member. I love how it bends to the left because it takes a special woman to be able to go down on her knees to do that. How it glides through the crevices of your juicy parts. It has to take you being present for you to invoke that feeling of adoration for his manhood. Touch it while you're saying all of that. Are you guys getting me? Are you ready for this conversation? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jane Lawrence and I come with a lot of juicy content. Now, have you ever heard of the term cock worship? Or have you ever heard of the sacred art of cock worshipping? Is it even a thing? You might ask. Of course it is. And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't require a bunch of magical tantric sex techniques to achieve. In fact, worshipping your man's weapon of war, your man's joystick, is a simple but yet erotic practice that anyone can enjoy if they want it so much, if they want it bad enough. So what is joystick worshipping? Well, I know joystick worshipping sounds funny, but this is what we're going to use. This is the term that we're going to use. Well, it is a beautiful practice that involves worshipping and lavishing attention on your man's member. Naturally, this kind of sensual worship is best enjoyed with a lover of whom you adore. And not just any man. Not just any man. Someone who you really adore, who has made you feel so good, who has serviced you through years and years and time, and he's been good to you. You feel me? So the gift of this worship is that the man who is receiving can just be that, can just do that, surrender to the woman who is worshiping their joystick and just receive the gift of presence and pleasure that unfolds in the space. And for the worshiper, it is a complete honor to worship the joystick that you have chosen. And believe me, this practice is often extremely erotic and transformational for both the worshiper and the one who is being worshipped. All right. Now, if this is something that you think you would like to do, because I don't think a lot of people are in tune with that, I will be giving you 8 simple ways that you can begin your own joystick worshipping practice today with your man. And trust me, your man is going to adore you because it takes a special woman to be able to go down on her knees to do that. Number 1, you have to create full presence. Because really though, how often does a man have the full presence of their lovers worshipping their genitalia? How many women would do that, basically? In everyday life, not very often. So presence is highly important in this case. And it's an absolute essential when you're worshiping his weapon that has given you so much pleasure for years. And honestly, I recommend this for those who have been coming on strong for years together. You can begin by simply just sitting down or kneeling in front of your man in complete silence. In complete silence. You know, you connect with his eyes. Take few deep breaths as you stare into his beautiful member. I'm being too dramatic right now. Just notice the sound of his breath, the way he moves his body. Take time to feel into the energy of his manhood. This may be a very new experience for him, but keep in mind that he may feel nervous, he may feel aroused, he may feel excited. All of this all at once. But he would love it, all right? And you've got to stay fully present throughout the entire worshiping ritual. Look at his beautiful joystick. Stay connected with his eyes. Stay wholeheartedly present with yourself, with him, and with the experience. It has to take you being present for you to invoke that feeling of adoration for his manhood. It has served you so many years, or maybe so many months. Okay, so it deserves to be praised, to be worshipped. Number 2, use your words to praise it. Come on here, ladies. Come on here. Have you ever told him what you truly love about his joystick? How it feels inside of you, and the length, the weight of it all. How it glides through the crevices of your juicy parts. I mean, just like women, men often have issues around the appearance, the smell, and the taste of their members. So, hearing you talk about his weapon of mass destruction with so much reverence, with so much respect, with so much adoration, that will provoke him. That will provide such a huge healing and possibly erotic moment for him. So you go on and say things that you truly know you believe they are. You will say, I love how your joystick feels in my hands. I love how it feels in my hand. And do this while you kneel. All right? I love how it bends to the left. I love how curvy it is. I love the veins around it. Touch it while you're saying all of that. I worship this beauty that has served me for so and so years. I'm going to drop a clip of a woman who made rounds. She basically went viral by worshiping her man's manhood.
I want to honor you today. Oh, now I couldn't kneel before you because you know your girl gets excited and likes the mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. But I want to thank you for your 18 years of service. 3 of those being a fornicator fantasy. 15 of those 18 years being marital bliss. You have stretched me in ways that I never thought I could be stretched with your hard work and your dedication. You and your 2 disciples have spread the love of Jesus all across. You've made me call on the name of the Lord several times. Jesus, Jesus, oh Father God, oh Jesus. You have been places no man has ever gone before. And you probably won't ever get to go again because it hurt. I've seen you grow. And I've seen you grow and grow. And when you grow, I get growing pains because sometimes you bring the pain and I love it. Thank you for bringing me to the land of milk and honey. Amen.
Trust me! That was a bomb. And I think every wife should do that. If your man has been good to you, if he has served you time and time again, years and years, maybe climax over and over, you need to go down on your knees and reverence his manhood. Throw away your feminism. Come on now. We need to uplift our men, make them feel confident. Do you get what I mean? And I need you to really be authentic with your words. Don't say stuff that you do not mean. Find the things that you truly appreciate and love about him. Love about his joystick and express them with great authenticity and presence. Okay? And watch me if that man will not protect you all the days of his life, provide for you, make sure that he doesn't lose that respect that you've given to him. It's in the little things, ladies. These men are very simple. We are the ones who are complex. They're very simple. I like to say that men are like babies. So you treat them, especially the good one, caress their ego. And you will eat, and they will eat anything from the palm of your hands. Hey! Then number 3, take your time while doing this, ladies. This is not something to be rushed. All right? The biggest mistake you can make is to rush this beautiful ritual. It is a ritual. So take your time. Just begin by simply witnessing his joystick without touch. He stands before you or he sits before you. Just look at it. Whether it's flaccid or it's erect, just look at it without touching, with adoration in your eyes, with reverence. Then if you can, slowly touch, massage, kiss it, lick it, and tease it gently with your hands and mouth. Bring the awareness and loving presence to your touch. Experiment with using the 5 elements in how you touch his body. Number 4, you need to savor every inch of him. It is one thing for you to touch him, but you need to savor it. Are you guys getting me? Are you ready for this conversation? I don't need no feminist here. All right? We don't need feminist here. You need to savor every inch of him. Oftentimes it's assumed that a man just wants to be touched up and down in a rhythmic motion along the shaft of his joystick until he comes. But listen, this is not the aim when it comes to worship. This is not the aim. The aim is not for him to come. The aim is to savor every inch of his member. His balls, his shaft, his cap, savor it. Did you get? So don't make the mistake of trying to get him to ejaculate. That's not what we're here for. That's not what this process is about. Take your time worshiping every little inch. His balls, his second hole, his number 2, his perineum, the base, his shaft, the foreskin, the tip. Worship it from the top to the bottom. Worship it from the top to the bottom. And I guarantee you that he would love it. And he will so, if the love had dwindled, it will increase times 2. And number 5, I need you to embrace his scent and taste. He's your man. He's your husband. Why are you turned off by his taste or by his scent? Every man tastes and smells different at, different times of their life. Day, week, month, year. Every man, tastes and smells differently in those times. So you need to learn how to embrace his unique scent and taste. Tell him how much you love it. How much you love how he smells. His scent, his natural scent. Let him know that you're totally in love with his being. I think I'm exaggerating too much. Number 6, it is very important that you make eye contact while you're doing this, because eye contact is the gateway to the soul. So when you're touching, when you're licking, when you're kissing, when you're caressing, when you're sucking his joystick, look him in the eye. There is magic you create when you look him in the eyes. Your eyes will tell him everything. Maintain that eye contact. Own it in your eyes. Own the fact that you love having him inside your mouth. And he will know you're sincere simply by witnessing it in your eyes. So let your eyes speak. Women, let your eyes speak. Stop just having, the activity and not maintaining eye contact with your man. What are you doing? Is that what I've been teaching you? Maintain eye contact. Let him see that you enjoy giving it to him. And number 7, Own it with your heart and your coochie that you're worshiping his joystick. Because this act of worship can be a big turn on, not just for the receiver, but for the giver. So own that. Own the fact that your coochie is wet as you're worshiping him. Own that your heart is exploding with love for this man. Tell him with your words how much you feel, and with your authentic expression of sound and movement that you make. Own your turn on. Own your desire. Own that thing. Own the fact that you love worshiping his cock. Own it. Own it. Not every woman does it. Own it. That you're worshiping, you love worshiping his cock. And lastly, communicate. Honestly, this practice is about him. It's all about you serving him and him receiving, feeling being worshipped. So ask him what he wants more of. Ask him what he loves, what he desires to be done on him, what feels good for him. Because you are to serve this man, me. You are there to serve your man, to make him king. Because communication is the key to you both having a wonderful experience. So talk through the sacred worship. Let him tell you what his desire has been, how he wants it to be done on him, the things that he wants to be said. And say those things. He's your man. And you're the only one who can make him feel like a man. If you don't, there are side chicks out there, or there are ladies waiting to give him 101 goodness and pleasure. So give him that pleasure that he needs. Okay? All right then. I hope you learned one or two things. From me to you is, see you on my next video.